Welcome back to DoMoreLife, and this is episode 2 of what not to do as an expat in Thailand. I really hope you guys get some good information out of this one because it is very, very, very serious. This one is do not play with immigration. Do not even think about messing with Thai immigration. Don't think about trying to use some kind of estranged visa company to get your proper visa. Don't think about trying to use some kind of shell organization to try and make something look like a visa in your passport. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're going to be an expat over here, there's a few things that you're going to have to do. One of them is going to be renewing your visa. The other one's going to be, if you stay long enough, you'll get a visa extension if you get on a long-term visa, or an extension of stay, I should say. And the other one is, if you're on an extension of stay, you have to do a 90-day report. If you mess with immigration, they're probably not going to cut you any slack. And if you overstay, they're definitely not going to cut you any slack. Immigration has tightened so much over the last 2 years in Thailand. It has just been unreal to see what's happened. I wouldn't be doing myself justice as a vlogger, as a documenter, as somebody who looks to help people without telling you guys this information. The first thing, and in my opinion the most important thing that you want to avoid, is going to be the overstay. If your visa says you're due out on the 29th of the month, you might want to make sure you have plans to get out on the 28th, just to be sure. There are a variety of different things that can happen with visas. There are so many different temporary extensions you can get. I'm not going to go into all that. What I am going to do is tell you that it is your responsibility, yours and yours alone, to know the visa rules of Thailand. Okay, you go to Thai immigration and say, I didn't know. You're not going to get a lot of sympathy. Even if it is your first time here, you're not going to get a lot of sympathy. You're just not. So make sure, whether you're on a tourist visa or some kind of long-term visa, make sure you understand and know the rules, because they are very, very, very important. Like, I can't stress how important they are. Here's what you face if you don't know. You face jail time, real jail time here in Thailand. You face penalties. I think the maximum fine right now is about 20,000 baht, but that can go, once you start adding court costs onto that, if you want to try to fight it, it can go up into the hundreds of thousands quickly, very quickly. And that's just a situation that, number one, you don't need to be in, and number two, you shouldn't put yourself in, because there's no reason for it. Don't go to immigration with false statements. That's a big no-no. It's against the law, and it will get you in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. Don't try to get a visa agency to put the required amount of money in your bank, and the amount of money that is required to be in your bank is not really there. It's just on a piece of paper. It's a horrible idea. Horrible idea. And you will ultimately, in the end, face the consequences. I'm sure of it. I've seen it happen too many times. So what I would rather encourage you guys to do is to play by the rules. This is a country of true law and order, okay? They have no tolerance for illegal immigration over here, none, zero. They have no tolerance for people overstaying their visas. They don't mind blacklisting you for very long periods of time. It's not a big deal to them. It's really not. And it's an immigration system that's worked for Thailand forever. They keep fine-tuning it, and it keeps getting tighter and tighter. So we as expats have more and more that we have to learn, more and more that we have to do, thus more and more rules and regulations that we have to follow. It is super, super important that you understand that before you come over here. Don't play with Thai immigration. Get your visa situation squared away if you can. before you leave your home country, so at least you know what kind of visa you're on, how much time you got, etc. It's so important, guys. I just can't stress it enough. So with that being said, don't play with Thai immigration. I'm telling you, they don't look at immigration anymore as like a regulation matter. It's now a police matter. Okay, so we have the immigration police over here, and they have no problem doing their job, and they have no problem making sure that you understand you're in their country, you're not in yours. So be very careful, be very, very careful, and whatever you do today, find a way to do more life.